A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Nev Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us.
What are you two up to?
We're talking, just two normal people talking about things. You know, very casually.
It turns out Balara knows my work. Or at least the parts that make the papers.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest, but that story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee, or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
There's no official rotation. Everyone just makes extra food when they get hungry.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. And Tivin, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Anything. I'm not too picky.
Really? Maybe we'll surprise you. But the good kind of surprise, for once.
You should have an assistant. Someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
Nev Gallus, helping me cook?
Again, the flattery is...
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Hey, Rook. Looking for something?
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Teo waiting. There's another one of those strange gates. What's going on here?
Is that spirit a prisoner?
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's,
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solas's agents? This is a memory.
Ah, freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Blight, be careful.
Ugh. Somehow it's even more revolting here.
These are more than just memories. Fight!
Finish it!
So Gillinane was experimenting with blight and darkspawn. The blight infested her lab. If it's a memory, let's go with it. We need to find our way out before Gillinane finds us.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillinane unleashes something worse.
Sola sounded rattled.
The blight really had him scared.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us. Time to go.
Free! Can faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
Got company! I think we broke through to Gillinane's prized specimens.
If this is what Darkspawn looked like when Gillinane was experimenting, then...
Maybe the Darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
Here, the blessing you denied.
Wolf, help me! Ah!
Damn! Gillinane got her!
Blood! I'm burning! Ah!
Look out!
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork! You, who were the most sensitive of us!
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
Come on. Be the god she needs. Help her.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab. The blight that was here... and his agent.
I'm sure he's seen some greater good. The people in his way to get there, not as much.
This fragment might tell us more. The spirits are returning.
They should be safe now, with the defenders on alert.
The Alluvian's working. We're finding help. It's not a bad start.
This started with us failing to finish the last job.
Okay, it's not a bad second start.
Maybe the third will be perfect. Minrathous, the heart of Tevinter. Somehow the beat of it always pulls me back. Steady pulse of secrets, corruption, you name it. Trust no one. Expect the worst. And you might just get by.
Do the Shadow Dragons know we're here?
Nev Gallus! You only turn up when you want news. Or you've got some.
Tarquin. You look, well,
Appearances can be deceiving.
sounds like a story.
Just living ungifted in a world made for mages.
Rook, meet the Viper.
The name, the entrance. I have so many questions.
Most people do.
So why the meeting? Is this about your work with Varric?
Something terrible got loose when we disrupted Solus's ritual. A pair of elven gods.
Gods?
They blighted a village in Arlethan, Demeter's Crossing.
There are venatory whispers about that place. Now we know why.
What's been happening in the city?
Underground sacrifices, dangerous relics flooding the black market. The cults gathering power.
So are the gods. It can't be a coincidence.
The Venatori want one thing. If an ancient power promised them control of Tevinter,
They'd signed the deal in blood. We were tracking a set of red lyrium relics before you got here. Smuggled in recently.
They enhance blood magic and can summon demons far too easily. We destroyed one and tore another off a slaver.
We think the third's right here in Docktown.
Docktown's my home. If it's got problems and I'm here, I can track this faster than anyone in the city.
Hold on. I'm happy to help.
It's fine. I can catch up with you.
We don't know where the gods are or what they're doing. We're here for help. It's fair I give some in return.
The relics don't play nice with the Veil, and they resonate with each other. We destroyed the lyrium in the last one we found, but it should still track the third.
Give it to me. I'll get it done.
We'll keep eyes on the Venatori. If there's a tie to these elven gods, we'll find it.
Ready for a tour of Docktown? Stick with me.
The relic the Viper gave us responds to the missing one.
And it is. It should pick up places where the missing relic disrupted the Veil. Find a trail of those and we'll get somewhere.
Found all this myself. Treasure. Don't touch, unless you're buying.
So you live in Docktown?
My whole life. Unless I'm away on a case. Or crashing in the Fade.
This place is calmer when the palace isn't trying to kill us.
Oh, sure. We're just chasing a dangerous relic through the streets.
Right. Sorry,
I was half agreeing. Aha! The relic's pulling toward the Temple of Andraste.
The demons, they came out of nowhere.
What happened?
It's locked down, sir. Keep it under control. Yes, sir.
Locked. We need another way in.
Right, on it.
Wait, are we breaking into a chantry?
The courtyard's public ground, and we can't lose the trail.
Is this what you do for the Shadow Dragons? When you aren't with us?
I look for things. People, objects, information. People have problems that Templars and Magisters can't help. Or won't. Word got out I might. It's enough to live on. If it doesn't get me killed.
Bodies in the courtyard.
Stay sharp. killed. Based on the marks, I'd say demons.
These poor people.
Demons! Is this the relic's work?
It's not a coincidence. End it now!
You got it.
Well, look at that. The relic we're chasing, it's unstable.
Leaving chaos behind it.
This isn't the only market left on the Veil. I can feel it. Find that, and we may get more. Couldn't escape the demons. If there's family or a friend, I can track them down later. Make sure they know.
Relic. Courtyard. Back way.
What was that?
It's a remnant. An echo from the Fade drawn to magical disruptions. If the relic drew it here, the voice could be a memory of the smuggler. Courtyard's quiet, fewer eyes, so you cut through here, where there's a path to the market. Follow me. Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it. Sure thing. All right, follow me. You know, I took this job. It's on me. And the Venatori cult's no joke. If anyone wants out...
We're here to help. Besides, you promised us a tour.
It's fair warning.
The threads took care of it.
They keep trouble away. You've got to give them that.
They said it was a favor. The threads took care of it.
The relic was close. Find another remnant and we might learn more.
Working odd jobs is hard. One day you're moving crates. The next you're watching over a pack of donkeys.
Up there. Is that another remnant?
How are we gonna get up there?
There's always a way to get places.
Silver? Gold? Gemstones? Come back soon.
Anyone strange poking around the market?
You mean more than usual? Actually, maybe. The smuggler who supplies Miro, she's acting weird. Took off, though. Couldn't tell you where.
Got it.
There's so much on display. If it's not brought in, won't someone take it?
If a stand's not watched, there's a nasty spell on the most valuable item. And a random one, just for fun.
Right. I guess that makes sense.
Thank you.
Demons in the streets tonight. Can you get somewhere safe?
Yeah. I got somewhere. Thanks.
Almost there. Remnants ahead. Got it.
Handoff. Third bell. Late.
Bells ring when ships go in and out. Could be using them for timing, near the docks. I think our smuggler's on a deadline. The relic's pull agrees. Let's visit the docks. Hey, any news?
Navgalis, are you after the demons?
I'm after a few things. You got anything?
Heard some people talking. I think one was a Venatori. I didn't get a good look. I took off before they saw me.
Smart move. Stay safe. Elevator's locked. Someone forgot to bribe the dockmaster. Still up for a walk? This isn't the only way to the docks.
Food later? Oh, yes, please.
All right, through here. I've got this.
I'm guessing you know all the shortcuts in Docktown. All its secrets.
No. If someone thinks they know all Docktown secrets, they're either kidding themselves or scamming you.
They were back asking questions, wanting to know what relics I'd seen on the black market.
You think it's for blood magic? I've heard some rumors.
I don't know, not for sure, but I got a bad feeling.
Come on. This path will swing back to the docks.
Trouble scouted.
More demons.
We can't leave him loose.
That's a win, Rook. That had to hurt.
The longer that relic's in Docktown,
These are my neighbors. That relic won't stay in my town.
The Inquisition had to deal with the Venatori.
Ah, yes. The cult speaks fondly of you.
That's, really?
You were a thorn in their side. I'd say that's flattery.
Demons! By the supplies! I can't get away.
Venatori? You're serious?
Cult's getting bold again.
What can I get for you? Some grub? Some grog? You're always welcome.
Home sweet home. Enjoying the tour? We're getting closer. You bet.
Soon. The buyer. Meeting.
Right, a meeting, but where? The trail's starting to fray.
Wrong turn. Nice relic. Shouldn't it belong to the Venatori?
Not a chance.
Enemies to fire!
What's behind you? Oh, looks like we have company.
Is everyone all right? Nev, you're back in the city.
Templarana Savas. Don't say you missed me.
I wasn't going to.
Really? Because I heard there's a relic loose. With red lyrium?
How do you... Never mind. You can't say. You never can.
Rook, meet my friend Rana. At least I think we're friends.
Yes. And Rook, if you're with Nev, I take it I can trust you?
Well, I know what's going on and you don't, so...
Fine. If you have anything on the relic...
I thought Templars worked against mages.
This isn't the South. I work to stop illegal magic, that's all.
You're working the case alone?
Not if you help. There's a rumor the relic trades hands tonight, and Albin Bataris is the buyer.
A Magister's son. Interesting. I should get moving.
I get the feeling you two have stories.
And they all start like this.
With me annoying you? Harsh, but fair. Look, you're busy. We just got attacked, which means you won't leave until you're sure no one else is lurking around.
And you won't wait.
What can I say? Work to do.
Where are you going?
For a walk to the spillway.
I'll catch up when I'm done.
If you say so. Our trail is frayed, but the spillway's our best bet. Let's go.
I'll make sure there's no one else here. I'll catch up when I can.
Rana's not a shadow dragon. So you work with Templars too?
Rana's clean and her information's good. The rest? Only when I have to.
And the spillway?
Rana mentioned Albin Bataris, and she doesn't share rumors unless they're likely. Albin's father oversaw some construction there. If he's visiting this part of town, that narrows the search. A barrier. They don't want people getting near the deal. Find the unshielded crystals and we're through.
That's one down.
Must be one left. That's it. We can cut through the barrier now. We need to keep moving. Voices. There's someone up ahead.
Albin Bataris, your relic.
Gods rise and power with them, for the glory of Tevinter reborn.
Albin's our buyer, and a Venatori. Sounds like the cult is working for the gods.
You're supposed to wait.
Just a taste of that power.
He's using it now? Move! We need to get closer. We can't let him bolt.
We have our relic buyer.
Venatori don't need that relic.
You're here to stop me. You can't stop Venatori. This power.
Will what? Impress a risen god? Can you even control it? Shut up! Run! Fire! Look out! Your turn! Under fire!
The Venatori's power is on the rise, and this part's mine.
You're not keeping that relic! Time to clean up!
The relic! We've got more demons!
Oh, dead! This wasn't fun enough. Clear out. All set.
You won't walk away from here!
More demons!
You won't be releasing any more demons.
And you're the smuggler. I know you. You're part of the Thread Crime Syndicate. Smuggling, sure. But Red Lyrium. Working with Venatori. It's not your style.
Here they are. My son is no cultist. He was completely misled. I appreciate your help, Knight Commander. Let's go.
Nice try. The Venatori rise.
You know he's guilty. How much did it cost the Magister?
Watch it, Gallus, or you'll be charged.
With what? I tie something up and you undo it. Isn't this familiar?
Save the sob story. We got the smuggler. Or do you want Bataris to release her, too?
I'll find a way to fix this.
Damn it.
If we hadn't been there, how many people would be hurt? And Bataris doesn't care.
No.
But you do.
Isn't that the rub?
So, what now?
We stopped the demons. We got the relic. And the smuggler. The shadows will watch the cult. If that leads to the gods, they'll send word. It's not perfect, but count your wins. You don't always get them, especially here.
It wasn't a perfect ending, but Docktown was safe. From tonight's demons, anyway. Nev's past was coming back to haunt her. She just didn't know it yet.
I should see what Nev has to say.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Yastos. How is he?
It is good Rook found Darren's mantra. Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
You're such a dear. I hope these two are paying attention.
Thea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous? Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes. Of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andradea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
How are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Better once we kill Zara Renata. It's him I'm worried about.
Hilario can be a handful, but this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next, and my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come, I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
I barely know your cousin, and he already seems like trouble to me.
Oh, he is. I've lost count of the times I've had to pull him out of the fire on the job.
He's a good assassin. Most jobs don't have as many fires as yours do. I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
I know Darkspawn. I'll help. No time to waste. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
Raining again.
I once heard that
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask. Keep safe out there.
I'm just the assistant.
Get the new supplies, will ya?
In a moment.
I'm Hector. I watch the front. Make sure things are quiet.
Rook.
Good to meet you. Be careful out there.
You know the antiquarian? Sorry, do I know you? Well.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop? At a distance. Let's finish this.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Yeah. There's definitely blight down here. Don't like the sound of that. That did it. We can get through now.
I hate others. Let's kill those shadows, so I can leave this place.
We'll see who ends this.
Get down here. Get them. They'll run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori? We have to take out the leader.
The Darkspawn will not stop until we get rid of the blight. No good. There must be another one.
Weakness!
Nice work!
That's one for Rook.
Understood. Bring our wills together!
Finish it. I've got the setup, you do the rest. Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know, and I don't like it. Darkspawn usually hate all life. At least that seems to be the last of them.
You sure?
Wouldn't be a warden if I wasn't.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn? That's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Let's not jump to conclusions before we have more answers.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Tomorrow.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his...
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
a middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Venatori, we're close. Guards, probably.
Your turn. Got it covered.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. Locked. There has to be another way in. Someone's mad about their fellow Venatori leaving the rooftop passage open.
Let's in both drafts and people. Yes?
Lots of Venatori. We must be close. That's all the Venatori guarding the place. Someone conveniently left the rooftop entrance open again.
I know a Venatori ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
Summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it.
They're controlling Darkspawn.
Not in my city. Got to move.
Thanks, Thedas. That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minratha's Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps?
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
This explains the darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The Risen Gods taught the Venatori how to control darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elgranon and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
We can handle anything the Venatori throw at us.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori, and Risen Gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Tarquin?
Gallus. I know I said we couldn't trust you, but I'm still grateful you helped us when you did. Rook?
Spotted any more darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them. Things are going well. Greetings, Rook.
They're telling us to watch out for darkspawn.
Will we get any help from the Grey Wardens?
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
So, the Demon of Virantium.
The name wasn't literal when I got to say. Mierda.
So, the Demon of Virantium.
The name wasn't literal when I got it.
No, but the reputation that went with it.
I suppose I earned it.
And then some. Assuming my sources are accurate.
Past reputation means nothing when your current contract's still open.
I know the feeling.
Docktown's never short on nightlife, is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
The nightlife was always more Hilario's thing. He said I should get out more. Fulfilling crow contracts didn't count.
Come to buy? I'm sure you can strike a deal.
Okay, is that all?
Did the Magisterium explain why?
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Explain yourself, Warden, and bear in mind that the Order remembers your past recklessness.
My past, right. When I disobeyed orders and dropped a building on a Darkspawn horde. I see you haven't forgotten.
Your report, Junior Warden.
I was part of a team trying to stop an elven mage named Solus from destroying the Veil. When we disrupted his ritual, something escaped from the Fade, and I clearly sensed the corruption of the Blight.
From this mage, Solus?
No, sir. Solus opposes the Blight. He's actually an elven god Fen-Harel, the Dreadwolf.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods Elgranon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil, they're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the blight passes.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the blight.
Let me tell you something about the blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without a disgraced junior warden causing needless confusion. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
You have blackmail material on the leader of the Grey Wardens just lying around?
Of course not. Where would I obtain something like that?
Oh, you were bluffing. That's actually scarier.
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen?
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the Veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.